Good afternoon. I'm James Bedford, and you're joining me live from the Cisco TV studio in London. It's my pleasure to launch the Little Big Awards 2017, a science, technology, engineering and maths challenge for school children in the United Kingdom. Last year's challenge attracted over 250 schools and saw 10 finalists battle it out for the honour of being named the 2016 champions. Cisco has partnered with STEM Learning to help connect schools with STEM ambassadors around the country. And because you're watching this show, your school is participating and you have the chance to transform the world with your ideas. Let's learn more about the Little Big Awards and how you can get involved.
Only the brave, the fearless, those with ideas can win the Little Big Awards. Aged between 11 and 14? Then come and inspire us with your imagination and innovation. Show us how life could be better by connecting everyday things through the internet. It's about finding out what you think is the next big thing. You are invited to enter the Little Big Awards. It's a cool way to improve business and life skills. It's fun and covers academic topics that can help towards your qualifications. And for teachers, it addresses parts of the computer science curriculum. Last year, over 250 schools took part, and 10 teams presented their ideas to industry experts at the grand finale at Cisco HQ in West London. And the winner was announced. Oh, some ideas have even been connected to industry to take them even further. And remember, it's your idea, so you keep it. So, are you ready? It could be as part of the curriculum or in an after-school club. You could even have your own school competition. And we can help with our network of STEM ambassadors. So get thinking. Start innovating. Together, you can win the Little Big Awards. It's your time to shine. To find out more, go to littlebigawards.co.uk. It's really rather good.
Wow, how exciting did that look? Last year was so much fun, and the top 10 finalists presented the most innovative ideas I've ever seen come from school children. So, are you ready to take the challenge? Before you say yes, let's take a moment to think about the world we live in today, because I think it might help you decide how to approach the challenge. Did you know that only 40% of the world's population is connected to the internet? That's shocking, isn't it? What would you do if you didn't have access to the internet? Maybe you've been on holiday recently and had no Wi-Fi connection. How did it make you feel? It's annoying. Just think for a moment what life would be like day in and day out with no internet. No Pokemon Go. No instant messaging on your mobile phones. No Snapchat. No apps, full stop. Ugh. I use the internet every day, so I would feel completely lost. And do you know what? I think the internet is the greatest invention of our time. Just think what the internet will be like when you get to my age. It will be so different to what it is now. And the most exciting thing is that it will be all of you that will be designing it. You are the architects of the future. Whatever you dream and design can be a reality. Sitting in a classroom somewhere in the world right now could be the next Steve Jobs. Maybe it's you. At Cisco, we're on a mission to connect the unconnected. And by the unconnected, we mean everything. People, trees, dogs, bees, traffic lights, even human organs. Anything you can think of that will transform lives and make the world a better place, we want to connect. And we call this the Internet of Everything. What benefits would there be if you could connect your microwave, central heating, your car, your parent, or even your school workbooks to the internet? It's a really exciting thought. The Little Big Awards is a STEM challenge, and we want you to show us your ideas for the future of the internet. What would you connect to the internet? Just imagine the possibilities of what could happen if you connect the unconnected. We have lots to cover in the show today, so if you have any questions, then please tweet them to us using @LittleBigAwards. We have a panel of people ready to answer your queries. Let's take a moment now to look at the impact of the internet today and some ideas for the future.
Congratulations, fellow human beings. We made it. We sprouted limbs. We crawled out of the slime. I'm really proud of us. We built pyramids, invented the mochaccino. We created a network that became the internet, and then, boom! We're downloading medicine, growing lettuce in space. Whoa! Hey, what does this thing do? We've got brain-to-brain communication, self-driving trucks. Hey, did you guys just print an ear? Veg! We're protecting rhinos with drones! This man bought a goat. With his phone. There's even an app to get clean water to people. And all this is happening right now. Looks half full to me.
When everything's securely connected, anything's possible.
My father worked these copper mines. His father, too. And every day they'd send 500,000 tons of rock into the air. Back then, we'd drive straight into those blast sites. But now, our trucks drive themselves. Look, Ma, no hands. There's never been a better time to make dangerous jobs safer.
When Cisco securely connects everything, you can keep your employees out of harm's way.
I don't know about you, but that absolutely blows my mind. Self-driving trucks to keep people safe. We're protecting rhinoceroses. God, that's such a hard word to say. We're protecting rhinos. There are some great things going on at the moment. Let's take a look now at how you might link everyday things in a typical town or city to make everything smarter and connected. We've created a model smart city in Lego. Let's take a look.
This Lego set is designed to represent a small Cisco smart city. So what's so smart about this one? Well, here we have smart waste management, and you can see 3 different types of bin: red, yellow and blue. And here is where we can help the recycling team, helping them become more productive, saving fuel, time and of course reducing pollution. Now the red and the blue bins are actually full. With this piece of Lego playing the part of some rubbish, as I insert it into the yellow bin and it becomes full, the team managing the user interface will be alerted, and this street light flashes to tell the recycle team on the street which bins are full and need to be emptied. So now the team can be efficient and know when they are driving the streets which bins are full and which are not, and that could save the city authority money and time. Now here we have a Lego pedestrian, and as this person waits to cross the street, you'll start to see that the road has reacted to her presence via some specially placed sensors. The red LED lights are now flashing in the road to tell her when it's safe to cross and when it's not. This intelligent display panel is pulling information from our smart Lego city. So for example, in this park where the authority has installed sensors that measure temperature and humidity, the information can be displayed to the city's population to be used in a variety of ways, including health and safety. The panel is now telling us about the city's parking and that there are 3 available parking spaces. On the graphical interface, you can see the spaces are currently free. If I place a car in one of these spaces, you'll notice that the parking space shows as occupied and reduces the number of available spaces to 2, which for a busy city is essential for traffic management. Finally, here we have a light sensor. If I cover it with my hand, the street lights will start to come on. Now in most towns and cities, street lights are controlled by timers, meaning they don't come on in, say, bad weather. With a light sensor, you can automatically control the lights to come on when it gets dark. And as you can see, each light is now coming on. And that's another way to ensure the safety of people and transport from a citywide perspective. So there you go. A fun way to show you how Cisco Smart Cities and the Internet of Things work together. Thanks for watching.
Oh gosh, smart cities are so exciting. Just think about how our lives will be transformed with all the technology you just saw demonstrated using Lego, my favourite toy to play with. Joining me in the studio now is Joy and Stephen from Cisco. Guys, thank you so much for joining me.
Hi, James.
Good to be here.
I'm good, thank you. I'm excited. Are you?
Definitely.
The Little Big Awards is one of the favourite competitions I look forward to every single year. Stephen, tell us more about this exciting challenge that the schools can get involved in.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's all about coming up with the next big idea. You say, we've been talking about connecting the unconnected. And so that's what it's really about. The team are going to get together. They're going to kind of create a little mini business like a startup and come up with their idea, how they're going to pitch it, market it, come up with even, how they're going to come up with the way in which they can sell their idea to us. And so that's really where the challenge starts, engaging also with their STEM ambassadors.
So it's really exciting. It's a bit like we're asking them to create their own mini company and have a project manager to lead it with a salesperson, a marketing person, and then come to us prepared to present their innovative idea.
Exactly, and in fact, that's something that a lot of the people who've participated in the past have said to us. It's something they've never really got to try out before, but it's really getting them ready for the real world.
Exactly. Joy, you are one of the STEM ambassadors. Tell me more about your experience of being a STEM ambassador and supporting schools last year.
Indeed. My experience has been wonderful. In fact, I've been involved in the programme now for about 2-3 years and was involved as a STEM ambassador for the winning school last year. And it's a wonderfully rewarding kind of relationship because you get a lot of benefit from the inspiration that the kids will give you, the ideas that they generate. It's so exciting to think of the wonderful things they could actually come up with. What will happen with each school, just to be clear, is that every school will actually get assigned an ambassador or two, a STEM ambassador or two, and so they have lots of support from these ambassadors to support, guide and encourage the students as they come with the ideas. Of course, they've also got their school support as well in terms of their teachers. So lots of things there. It's a wonderful experience, really one I would recommend.
So the schools are not alone in any of this. So teachers, you're not alone. Students, you're not alone. Your STEM ambassador, like Joy, is there to help you. So make sure you use her time effectively. Stephen, how should schools be organising themselves to participate?
So, yeah, I think a good thing to do is sign different types of roles. So you might have somebody in the group who's really creative, can come up with some of the design ideas. There might be someone who is really good with technology. They might be able to put a prototype together. You will definitely need a project manager. Make sure you're on track, doing the right things at the right time. So I think those are great things. Think of it as running a real business.
So I'm assuming there's a prize at the end of all of this.
Yes, definitely. So as they go through the challenge, we'll have regional challenges.
Yep.
Those finals will have certificates and cups, but the real prizes then come when we get through to the national level. So when they come into Cisco, they'll pitch to us and there'll be prizes, there'll be money.
Money?
Money, definitely.
Oh, that got my attention. Guys, you get a chance to win some money.
Yep, so we'll be handing over some money, prizes, but also this is really about giving the kids a really great start for their CVs and so on as well.
It's all about your future career, guys, and what you learn taking part in this challenge and using that for the rest of your days at school. Joy, how many teams can each school nominate to participate?
Just one team. So each school can send just one team to any of the finals, regionals, and of course the nationals. But there are instances where a school can actually have a lot of interest when it comes to the students and have multiple teams. And that's a feasible idea as well. Same happened at Tiffin Girls. So they had 40 teams. We whittled them down to 7 at the end, and we took 7 teams through the process. And then what we had to bring it down to the single team at the end was an internal final. Okay. And then we got some external ambassadors to come and judge it, because my co-ambassador and I didn't want to have that task of doing that. And so it was judged, and so they had that one team that actually went on to the regional finals and then to the national finals that emerged, and to emerge the winner.
Gosh, so the school that you supported had 40 teams, you got it down to 7, and then you got it down to 1 because only one team can go forward from each school, correct?
Absolutely.
That's amazing. And of course, your school ended up being the grand finals.
Absolutely.
They were the winners.
And I do believe, actually, that them having that opportunity to go through that process actually helped to finesse and to make them a little bit more ready for an actual finals, because they had actually had a simulation of that in a school competition. So I think that's actually quite a thing to be encouraged if schools have multiple teams.
Thank you, Joy. Stephen, what happens after the regional finals? I'm assuming there is a big grand final, as we've just discussed. Tell us more about that.
That's right. So regional finals and important things in terms of the regional finals are going to be judged against 5 different criteria. So we're looking at 20% of your mark going towards the creative side. So what was your idea? You know, how did you come up with it? What things did you discard along the way? Because you might have had some great ideas, but then discarded them. Then there's 20% of your mark going to be on your technology side of things. Then we've got 20% on the business. Can you make some money out of it? Right. Then there's 20% on how did you organise your time? How was your documentation? Have you got the proof that you went through the process? And finally, the 20% is going to be in your pitch, your presentation as you come to us. So the winner overall in each of the regional finals that get the highest score across all of those categories will then come to us in London for the final.
So let's talk dates. We've mentioned there's regional finals, there's a grand final. They must be thinking, oh my goodness, how long do we have to prepare? Tell us some of the dates that they need to be aware of.
Yeah, so we're getting started straight away. Your ambassadors should be assigned to you pretty shortly. And then you've got the whole of the rest of this term to start coming up with your ideas, doing your research. And then in January and February, we'll be holding the different regional finals, and we'll be publishing the details of when those are. And then the national final is on the 16th of March 2017.
So, regional finals, January and February, and the grand final in March of 2017. So, guys, you've got lots of time to get going and start dreaming big and thinking about all the ideas of what you would connect to the internet. Stephen, we've given them so much information to remember today. I'm sure you've all been jotting it down. Is there a website they can go to read up more about this?
Yes, definitely. So littlebigawards.co.uk is the website. So you should have an account on there. You'll get access to all of the information about the key dates. We've also got material like these worksheets. So this is also a great way of taking you through the challenge. It's giving you information through the steps, coming up with creative ideas, thinking about how you plan your business and so on. So all of this is also available. And later on, we'll also have a section on the website for the teams to actually upload their entries as well.
So basically, we're giving you absolutely every single piece of information that you need to participate in this challenge, and you get the added benefit of working with lovely people like Joy, the STEM ambassadors. Now, guys, thank you so much for joining me to share with our lovely students out there what the competition is all about and what they have to do. But before I let you go, what would you both connect to the internet? Let's start with you, Joy.
Well, I've been thinking about it. What I'd connect would be my running shoes.
OK.
I'd like to be able to do some really cool analysis on how fast I'm running, what the cadence is, to actually have that as well in the context of the weather. If it's possible, my general human biochemistry, all of those things, so I can know when I'm at my optimum and how I can actually perform at my very best, so that I can ensure that I do that all the time and make sure everything is in line for that.
That sounds brilliant. Thank you, Joy. Stephen, last year, what you would connect to the internet I found absolutely disgusting and very stinky. So last year, Stephen told me he would connect his daughter's nappies to the internet so he could tell when they needed changing. Stephen, yes. What would you connect this year to the internet?
Well, this year I think we'll move away from the nappies, definitely. So I was thinking, actually, it was inspired by the Lego film, because my whole family love Lego. I love Lego as well. And I think Lego is a great thing for creativity. So if I could Lego bricks, we could connect Lego bricks to the internet with Bluetooth, put sensors in there, and then those could be great for prototyping new ideas. Imagine if you could connect together Lego bricks that then controlled the whole of your house. I think that would be fantastic.
God, that's very innovative.
Yes.
Guys, thank you so much for joining me. Look forward to seeing you at the final in March. Guys, thank you for your time today. That was a lot of information for you to take in, and I'm sure your brains are buzzing with ideas and you're eager to get going. But before we wrap up today's show, I want to share with you a video of the winning team from last year. Joy was actually their STEM ambassador. The winning team was Tiffin Girls' School. So you can hear right now firsthand what it's like to participate in the Little Big Awards. Let's roll that VT.
I would recommend the Little Big Challenge to others because it was a great opportunity to make new friends and learn valuable skills such as working as a team effectively and meeting deadlines.
Even though it is an IT-based challenge, you don't need to be amazing at IT to do it. After winning the Little Big National Awards, we were fortunate enough to have another company interested in developing our idea.
There's a couple of ways in which it tied in very nicely to the curriculum last year. It kick-started our use of the BBC microbits, which we were introducing at the time, and it was a lovely way to have a practical application whereby we could actually show people that they could be used for something really useful.
There are loads of elements of it, such as business, maths, and design.
We have learned to develop many different skills, including organisation, time management, and coding.
Communication was also very important because each one of us was working on an individual part, and we had to make sure it would all come together in the end.
Creativity is a massive part of this project as well, because you've got to have a really creative idea to win the competition.
However, the one I would say was most important and most valuable during this process was speaking in front of large audiences, as our presentation skills have improved greatly.
I would definitely think the actual journey and the experience, the stuff you learn on the way, because I think it's definitely helped me now going into year 10, and it was something I will use throughout my life.
Wow, get thinking right now about what you would connect to the internet. Schools, you can register straight away and get started. And of course, if you do have any questions, tweet them to @LittleBigAwards. And don't forget, your STEM ambassador will be in touch very soon to meet with you. They're here to help you, so make good use of your time with them. And of course, check out the website for lots more information. So, are you ready? It's your time to shine, guys. Start thinking, start innovating, dream big, and good luck.
Only the brave, the fearless, those with ideas can win the Little Big Awards. To find out more, go to littlebig.awards.co.uk.